are now watching the Innovation Box podcast brought to you by Mark Price Engineering Limited.
Hello, lovers of the Innovation Box podcast. You're welcome back to another exciting episode brought to you by Copper 360 Network. And I remain your host, Joy Achonwa. As you can see, today we are here in the studio with another guest who has just completed an amazing project, and now we get to hear about it and all the wonderful things he has done in his community. Welcome to the studio.
Thank
Good morning.
you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. So my name is Idowu Oluwatosin Timothy with the state code ED2461654. So I'm a pharmacist and I served in Igbinedon University Teaching Hospital in Okada.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
You've traveled a long distance
Yeah, I did.
to the studio today, and we appreciate the effort.
Thank you.
So let's just dive straight in the conversation, right?
All right.
Okay, so you just completed your projects,
Yes.
right? You're part of the batch that is passing out this week, right?
Yes.
And you had your project completed when? This was when?
I had my final program on Monday, December 8th, 2025.
Yeah.
That was last week, Monday.
Yeah.
So it was like a grand finale for the education program.
Okay. So how long did the project last for?
It lasted for about 1 month because I had two different projects, two different initiatives. The first one was Nurturing Community Wellness Initiative, while the second one is Education for All project. So as regard the Education for All project we just completed, we finished the program with a disbursement ceremony where we gave out a grant of 1 million naira to 50 public primary school pupils
Wow.
from Okada and its environment, because we reached out to other communities within the local government like Utese, Egbeta, and some other communities.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So your project was it really mostly surrounded around, was it about education, just the education, or was there something else?
As I said earlier, it was two different parts. The Nurturing Community Wellness Initiative was about ensuring the wellness of our community members.
Okay.
So we started by visiting some camps, farming camps that are closer to Okada.
Yeah.
So we have Olaya camp and Idiagman camp. So if you notice Edo State, there are actually a lot of communities like that they engage in farming. So I had the privilege of going there when I got to Edo State. I think that was around March. Yes. That was my first full month after our leave, after leaving the camp.
Yeah.
So I visited the camp to attend a program where I was supposed to talk on health. So I noticed that during the program, those community members, they complain about lack of access to some medical facilities. So I actually, while talking to them, I promised them that we are coming back for a medical outreach.
Yeah.
So some months later, I actually got a message too from one of the coppers serving in that particular community. So she told me that she noticed that those people have been having a lot of health crises lately due to some medical conditions that should be treatable. So I told her that I have a plan. So that was actually another thing that actually followed the plan and make sure that I have to bring my plans into reality.
Yeah.
So we went to the community Olaya camp. We went there on October 31st. So we went for free medical outreach, health program. We did health education. We did free blood sugar test, blood pressure check, all kind of medical attention that we could do to support them. So as part of the plan to sustain what we did, we also constitute a committee in each of the committees we visited.
Yeah.
We are health committee whereby we had to look out for people that already had maybe experience in the health line.
Okay.
So we donated some basic equipment to them, like blood pressure monitor, blood sugar machine. We have stethoscope. We have first aid box, infrared thermometer, just for them to keep checking themselves from time to time,
Okay.
so that they can easily notice any condition that
And
is
treat it
wrong,
sometime.
and they can pay attention to it.
Yeah.
So that's what we did in Olaya camp, Idiagman camp, and finally we did in Okada town,
Wow.
the markets there.
Beautiful.
So totally, in total, we reached out to 700 members in total.
Wow.
Why we also gave out prophylaxis against malaria for 300 people.
Wow.
So that's the summary of the nurturing community wellness. So for the education program, So also like a personal.
Sorry, before you,
Sorry.
your project was really big. I mean, you reached out to. I mean, you said 700 and then 300
Yeah, okay.
persons. That's in terms of the things you handed out, the amenities.
Yeah, the thing is, generally, when it comes to initiative like this, we reached out to people firstly for the purpose of educating them on their health, so that they can pay attention to their health. So the number of people we were able to educate over 700.
Okay.
Why those that really benefited from the checkup, free medications and everything were 344.
Wow.
So that's the difference in the 700 and 344.
Okay, that's beautiful. You mentioned something about working with people who already had like some basic knowledge in health and health management or something like that. Yes. Were these people from the community, or were these people like other core members?
No.
Or like they were medical personnel already in the community?
There are actually people. Let me just give an instance. People have shops that they sell drugs. We call them chemists. So we had the chance of having some of them within the community.
Okay.
So all we had to do was just to like educate them more, and we actually taught them how to use those equipments for the use of the community.
Okay.
So that's
they can easily around. That's beautiful. Yes. Okay, then you wanted to move into the education for all.
Education program. Yeah. That project was so personal to me because the real intention was to get a lot of people that are actually in a situation where I was some years back. Right now, I'm sitting here as a pharmacist, as an NYC member. So I had the privilege of attending a public primary school, just like the target audience in the project. So there's something about these people. I don't know if you actually like come across any public primary school students in anywhere in the country. There's actually a level at which you expect them to perform. Yes, generally, that's the truth. And when you put down, let's say in a random research, let's say 100 core members that you know, and you ask them how many of them attended the public primary school, the number will be small. So and the question is, what happened to those that attended the school when they were growing up? So that means there's a lot of discouragement that happens within that circle of students. They actually feel like they cannot get to a certain level because firstly, in the mind of those students, they are already like disadvantaged. They see people that attend like maybe private schools that are better than them. They actually have more advantage to succeed at a level, and you really see them in professional field, like maybe being pharmacists, doctors, and the like. You have very few of them. So that's actually what I was trying to change or trying to correct. I also noticed that same thing in the children within the Okada community. So most of them just go to school because probably they just want to be in school. They don't know the reason why they're in school. Even the parents at times, they just want to send their children to school up to a level, regardless of how the children is doing. They don't want to probably pay more to send them to probably secondary or to an institution. So the plan of the project was just to like motivate the students to make them see that they can actually do more than their present situation. So I used myself as an example. I visited 7 schools within the Okada environment. So I reached out to over 1,000 students in total, where I talked to them, encouraged them personally. I shared my own story with them. That see, I was once like you. I attended this kind of school you are today. So that means there's nothing stopping you from getting to this level of education. I ended up going to university. I became a pharmacist. I finished as one of the best students in my discipline. And where I had people that attended like very great primary and secondary schools, but I still did well. So I used my own story as a form of encouragement for them, so that they can learn and see that okay, there's actually more you can get from education. At least the only reason why I'm here today is because of my education. That's the only thing that qualified me to wear this uniform. So I believe when they get encouraged, it's possible for them to actually like get to. So at the end of the program, we selected people that have been doing well to encourage them. So we gave them 20,000 each. That's 50. So total amount of money we gave out on that was 1 million naira to support the children. And at the end of the program, I'm very sure some of the students already they didn't just hear that there's reward for academic excellence. They also saw and they witnessed it. So that's actually like the main reason and the summary of the project.
That's beautiful. You've said a lot about this project. This project is really a big deal having to impact the lives of these children that are doing life as though nobody cared about, because that's what it seems like.
Yes,
I visited a lot of public schools, and I see sometimes I'm amazed at how these children have free access to just come and go. They are walking in and walking out of school during school session, like classes are supposed to be going on, and I'm like, is school no more in session? So I understand where you're coming from, and I understand how these children also will have that kind of mentality that nobody cares. Even if their own teachers are not even strict enough to keep them in class, they already will feel that way, like nobody cares if they come to school or not and all that. So having to do this, you say you visited 7 schools.
Yes.
So having to do this in different schools, encouraging these children, it's beautiful. It's a really good job. Thank you so much for for that initiative, for this initiative. I'm sure that these children, if not all, at least most of them, they will hold on to these things that you've said to them. And I'm sure that there are people that were even thinking too, is this all that there is to me, my life, my education and all? And you are just come at the right time for them. That's what I believe. And it makes me happy to see that our future there's hope for our future.
Yes.
Yeah. You, in the course of this project, you've mentioned a lot of things that I'm sure involved a lot of finances to make it happen. Like you mentioned, giving out of amenities and equipment for medical checkups and health related maintenance and all. And then you also mentioned this 1 million naira grant. And or how were you able to gather the funds for this project?
Okay, yeah. Firstly, on that part, I'd like to appreciate Almighty God, because definitely after the whole project and I saw the expenses and everything, I know it can only be God that actually made it happen. Also, I want to give credit to one of my mentors. In fact, the only mentor that I have, that's Apostle Femi Lazarus.
Wow.
Because they actually taught me how to have a level of audacity in achieving a particular goal, or to make your ideas come into reality. Sometimes you have the ideas, but the audacity to go ahead is not there. But he has been able to help me to develop that audacity. So when I started, I knew how to reach out to people. I knew I needed the support, but how? In a place like Okada. But one thing that helped me was that I actually reason beyond going to the government officials to get funds. I noticed there is a private institution in Okada.
Okay.
That's Signedan University.
Yeah.
So the people that attend such schools. So
Yes.
it just occurred to me that, okay, let me start from here. I reached out to student communities and they really supported and turned out.
Wow.
Also from the workers within the hospital, they did a lot. Because I think it's actually based on how much I've been able to present myself, and also they know that I drafted the proposal. If you see my proposal, it's actually a lot. I had to put all the details of how everything was going to happen, the plan for each visitation, what you want to do in this place, and sustainability plan. So I had to okay. So then I got support, and also I came to Benin several times. I traveled down to Benin to meet people for support, and I was able to get support. I reached out to the commissioner too. In fact, the first time I was going to talk to the commissioner for youth affairs, he called me. I didn't call him. All I did was to drop a letter in the office.
Yeah.
Then he reached out to me. So that was how I was able to establish personal relationship with him. So it was just God, then what I've been taught, having audacity, the step to go further, even when you can't see the whole staircase, I still take the step. So that's all I did. And with God, everything went well.
Wow, that's beautiful. I mean, I'm sure it was not as easy as you've just summarized it.
Definitely.
Because you said, because I can imagine, the whole back and forth, the whole trying to reach. I mean, at some point there would have been some kind of rejection, oh, we can't right now, or was there no any?
Of course, I have people that
were not
promised
able to,
and but I actually understand that. But some people were willing, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
And the fact that I had people that were willing and were able to support, that's the most important thing.
Yeah. So I mean, it was not an easy feat at all to pull off this kind of thing in a community where nobody initially. Exactly. I mean, as a core member in a entirely new place, I can imagine the whole drag. But now I'm sure you feel so relieved, you feel so good to have had this project to be a success, and I'm happy that it was a success. The lives that you've impacted, the minds that you have, the hearts that you've set on fire, like, oh, my future can actually amount to something big, something huge, other than whatever small dream they had before. So this is beautiful. What were the major challenges you had to face during the course of this project?
Okay. Well, I'm not someone where I actually focus on challenge just to know how to go about it the next time. But I don't pay attention to it. But if I can remember, I think apart from the financial, having to get financial support, other things were the people that were willing to go ahead with me to these communities. And I had community members like ready to support me, but the number I had living their own work, living their distance when it is not like a CDS day and stuff like that. So I was able to just get few people that went to the I don't know if you know places like Unwe, these places are actually like places that you need people that are sent by God to just support you and go to a place like that. So I think the distance, yes, is actually like even the Idiagbon camp, Olaya camp, distance and the road was actually like challenging, but we're able to get the work done at the end of the day.
Thank God for that.
Thanks to God for that, yeah.
So these are very encouraging words you said. I mean, I can imagine how it would have been to, make all of this happen and people showing up. For people to even show up, that alone is a big one, because I mean a lot of people have things going on in their lives and all that. But I'm really excited about this project and how much you've come to do, how much you've done in your community. You mentioned a sustainability plan. I was going to ask, like, what were the sustainability system you've put in place, the plan you set in place to make sure that this, I know you mentioned that you equipped health personnel, but were there other kind of sustainability system in place?
For on the Nurturing Community Wellness Initiative, I will establish personal contact with these people.
Okay.
And also, I was the medical CDS president of medical CDS group of Northeast.
Yeah.
So I am handing over to another president. So part of what I'm handing over is the welfare of this set of people.
Okay.
So we are looking at having medical outreaches like each quarter of the year.
Wow.
So the medical CDS group is aware of my project, and I can assure you the next 6 months they're actually going back there for another medical outreach. So it is going to continue like from one medical CDS president to another.
Keep passing. Wow.
Yeah, for the education program too, I have the names, the address, the parent contact of the 50 students that were awarded. So I actually promised them 1 year mentorship.
Wow.
So I plan to reach out to them through phone calls and also plan some physical meetings with them the next 1 year, maybe 1 or twice.
Wow.
So that means I'm going to make myself available on those 1 or 2 occasions. So that's one of the plans for the sustainability. And also I'm in contact with the education CDS group of the Ovia Northeast, because initiative like this cannot die down, because we actually did a lot of things to make it happen. So we are looking at, we inducted the 50 students into the Young Scholars Club. So with the hope that if some people graduate from the primary school, from the 50, we replace them with another set of people.
Wow.
Providing them with mentorship programs, for like competitions and the like. So we have plans for that.
Wow,
and with the help of God,
beautiful.
it will be possible. Thank you.
I believe that it will be possible. These are really beautiful initiatives that you have done for your community, and and say your rewards there. Your rewards not only here, your rewards is on this edge, because these are really, really big things, and kudos.
Thanks to God.
Well done. Okay. I mean, you've had a really big and successful project, and thanks to God, and also for your passion towards these children. Because if you did not have passion, if you were not concerned about this next generation, you would not have embarked on such a journey. Because I mean, project is not even a compulsory thing. It's necessary, but not compulsory. But you chose to do it, so that's an amazing thing. What would you have to say to core members who are also, thinking about holding a project, or in the verge of giving up in the midst of their project? Or what would you say to them, core members watching this video right now?
Okay, the first thing I'll tell them is if you have any initiative, you have any idea, just start. Because starting is like one of the most difficult things to do. Once you start, then the challenges will come too. But don't give up. That don't give up is not just in the words like don't give up.
Yeah.
But you have reasons to give up. There were days that I just wanted to, I was asking that who sent me. I was asking myself that who sent me, because a lot of things happened that I actually wanted I wanted to give up. In fact, the 3 medical outreaches like held on different days. Sometimes I wanted to cancel some, but no, I didn't come this far to give up.
Yeah.
So that's just the challenges will come, the problems will come, but just know the reason why you started in the first place. That it is because of some people. So you cannot afford to just miss that impact you intended to do. So that's it.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your service to humanity, for your service to your country. It is really inspiring and encouraging to even other core members out there, even prospective core members who feel like they're entering this world, this service world, to just, flex or to just collect a monthly alawi. That's not why we are serving our community. That's not why we are serving our country. These things, when we are posted in places, in communities, we look out for things that we can, change, things that we can get started in the community where we find ourselves, in the place where we find ourselves as core members. This is the whole point of serving, right? To find something, someone, a place, and impact them. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you also for joining us here and sharing your story with us. Yeah, thank you very much. All right guys, so you've heard from our guest today. He has spoken a lot about his project, and these things are huge things he has done in his community, in Okada, in Ovia North East local government, right? And as you can see, these are not small feats, these are not small things that anybody can just carry out, but it takes somebody that has a vision and that has passion for change, passion for impact in the lives of others, to carry out projects like this, in communities, in places where we find ourselves as co-members. So huge thank you, huge kudos to you, Oluwatosin.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And to our viewers, thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for always joining us here on the Innovation Box podcast. And thank you so much for always sharing this video. But if you've not shared this video, make sure you share to 100-300 persons. Make sure to drop a comment, tell us about your own story in the comment section, like this video, and hit that subscribe button as well. And I want to say a huge thank you to our executive producer, Mr. Waido Zeto, for the platform and for the opportunity to share our stories here on the Innovation Box podcast. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next episode. I remain your host, Achonwa Joy. Have a lovely day. Bye.
You are now watching the Innovation Box podcast, brought to you by Mark Price Engineering Limited.